So today I decided to take a little trip a little bit further out from our city. I'm currently at Konjice Mountain. It's a mountain near Slovenske Konjice, a small town about 50 kilometers out of our city of Maribor. I've came here today to check these forests, if there are some mushrooms, maybe. You see, the thing is, in our part of the country there are no mushrooms. This year is just bad, really bad. I took a lot of trips into the forest, made hundreds of kilometers on foot, and I didn't really find anything. As I'm on the mission this year to rediscover my own country that I know very little about. I intend to share this all with you. So this is another mountain. I'm gonna take a few stops on it. There's a hunter, like a forest lodge or hunter's lodge on the mountain, and there's also an observation tower, I think. So it should be pretty interesting. Probably I can go up there and try to take some footage with my bigger lens to see how far can I actually see with it. And this is a different kind of forest. A lot of foliage on the ground compared to where I usually go. It's not so steep. There are patches here's a patch of beech trees and some conifers in between, but there are some patches that were probably logged where there are mostly conifers growing. Now I haven't found any mushrooms yet. So here we have a salt log. It's a log with a salt basically on it. You can put the salt in like one piece, like a rock, salt rock on it, or in a bottle like here. And rain's gonna melt the salt, and the salt will drip down the log, and the deer and elk will come and lick it because they need salt, and also chamois maybe. I'm not really sure if there are chamois here, but it's safe to assume there are. So they will come here and lick this as they need this to boost their immune system. So first spot, no mushrooms. I assume because it's a northern slope, maybe it's a bit too cold, so I'm moving towards southern slopes of the mountain. Now I found a clearing here where I can maybe take some footage of this Slovenske Konjice, this little town, Slovenske Konjice down there. It's quite a cool spot I found here. One can see very far. It's not so clear today. It seems to be a lot of atmospheric disturbance, kind of, a lot of moisture. There's a stone mine down there behind me. Here we are at takeoff platform at Konjice Mountain. There are already Alps in the background. So we are at the takeoff point here, and here we have landing spot at Frankolovo, what kind of kites are allowed and what kind of parachutes are allowed. Here's location information. So we are at 64 degrees, 20 minutes north, 15 degrees, 19 minutes east. I got tired of chainsaw. I can listen to the chainsaw at home. So here we are at hunting lodge at Konjice Mountain. Seems to be closed, but normally you can rent a room here Also, I'll just take a quick peek around and then I'm gonna check the forest here. So it seems to have some nice picnic spots. This is actually pretty cool. There's a fireplace in the middle, and as you can see up there, there are holes around this opening, so the smoke can leave the roof, so you don't suffocate. I would assume that it's not really very pleasant to sit if you have very big fire here, because the whole place stinks like burnt wood, ash, old well. I'm not sure if it's functional, but it probably is, because there's like meadowy, swampy terrain down there, so if it's deep enough, it's probably reaching all the way to the water. This is harder than I thought it would be, but I think, you know, the background behind me, I think the view will be sensational. Arrived at the top of the mountain, elevation 1012.4 meters. Here we have an observation deck, which is 25 meters high. There's some nice cabins around, or lodges. There's one. There's another one. A few benches to sit. Must be quite popular. It's Tuesday today, so I intentionally choose days in the middle of the week to do my expeditions, so I'm alone and I can move freely around and, you know, film the environment. The view here is pretty ridiculous. I don't have a windjammer, so I apologize for the wind noises, because the wind is quite strong here. Very nice view. Didn't expect that. The wind is like icicles are flying through my eyes. Oh, that I feel better. This wind is poisonous. Here we are at the castle Lemberg. As you can see, it's pretty much in ruins, but it looks like it's being slowly renewed. I met two workers that came by. They said it's being renewed, but the work is going slowly. Nice yard in front. Obviously, someone maintains this. This is a different forest in the vicinity of city of Velenje, which is a coal mining city in Slovenia. I like forests that are a bit more distant from settlements, because these normal foragers, normal mushroom foragers, they go this nearby forest, but they do not venture so far as I do normally. First you don't succeed, try again. Ah, it's a beauty. I see the slope here is pretty steep. I decided to take a little bit of detour on the way home to the oldest settlement, yeah, you can call it that, settlement in Slovenia, in Žiče. It's called Kartuzija, Žiče Charterhouse, where in 12th century priests from France would settle here. This is the oldest settlement in the entire country. I will return here some other time. It's a bit late today.